Natural Niche, the alternative guy and gal.
There's an African that's coined the Gamaldi Man. And that's a type of African. He was a Homo sapien. And by the way, Africans are the only true Homo sapiens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, even African Americans, because of slavery, we got white blood. Continental Africans are the only 100% Homo sapiens, right? And so what happened is, while the Neanderthals had evolved up in Europe, Africans on the continent were continuing to evolve. So we evolved in Africa as Homo sapiens sapiens. When the ice started melting, we migrated back up to the northern latitudes and interbred with the Neanderthals. And when you're in a cold climate during the ice, now all of this happened during the ice age. And during the ice age, the temperatures were way more colder than temperatures are now. There was very little sunlight. And as you know, without sunlight, you can't grow food. And so in order for Europeans to survive, they had to kill. And this is what makes up their psychology today. Because in Africa, you can go to the jungle or to the bush, pick a coconut, bananas growing wild. You got papayas, you got all kind of stuff. So we were focused on trying to understand life. We were trying to understand who we are. Europeans were busy trying to survive. And so necessity is the mother of invention. So if I can't grow food, I got to kill in order to survive. So this is how they got an advantage over everybody else. It's because of their environment and where they come from. And so the reason their skin depigmented is when you have a lack of sun. Everybody knows in the summertime that even us, our skin gets darker in the summertime. When it gets wintertime, it lightens up. So when you have a lack of sunlight for hundreds and thousands of years, in order for you to survive, your skin has to lighten up in order for you to absorb sunlight. And if Black people, we can go out into the sun for 15 minutes a day and our bodies automatically make vitamin D. And so as kids, I remember watching TV, they always push and drink milk for vitamin D, drink milk. This is what Europeans have to do. They have to supplement their diet with vitamin D, and milk just happens to be one of the highest sources of vitamin D. And so, but Black people, all we got to do is go stand out in the sun. White people, they make vitamin D just like we do, but we are way more melanated than they are. So our bodies are way more efficient at creating vitamin D. Without vitamin D, you'll die. And so in order for Europeans to survive, their skin had to lighten up so that they could absorb more sun. Their eye colors lighten up. So they depigmented. And this is what they had to do to adapt to survive, right? And then when the ice started melting, they started coming back down. And by this time, their weaponry was way more advanced than ours, because this is what they had to do to survive. And this is how they started conquering different lands, advanced weaponry. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so it kind of puts everything in perspective. Europeans are Africans who mutated as a result of the climate. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that's important, that's interesting, is that Europeans, almost all Europeans have at least 3% Neanderthal DNA, which is responsible for a lot of the diseases that's common in the Western world. African people are 100% Homo sapiens sapiens. They don't have no other mix. But Europeans, even African Americans, we have a very small piece of Neanderthal DNA because of our, relationship with slavery and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't know that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And this can be traced through DNA. And so we owe a lot to
Thank you for joining us for part 4 of his story Debunked with Timothy Garnes and the Alternative Guy. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Click on the logo in the center to subscribe and stay updated with our latest uploads.